Hello and welcome to another video for Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we are looking at the 2011 release by Corgi from their TV tie-in series of classic vehicles. And this particular one we are looking at today is from the television series Ashes to Ashes and was DCI Gene Hunt's Audi Quattro. Now, Ashes to Ashes was a television series that ran from 2008 to 2010. I think there was 24 episodes that was produced, and they were 60 minutes episodes each one. And there was this was pretty much a sequel to the television program Life on Mars, which starred John Sims, and it's all based on a police officer named Alex Drake who gets shot, and she wakes up in 1981 to find that she's gone back in time to the same era that John Sim did in Life in Mars. He played a character called Sam Tyler, and he went back to 1981 when he was shot. And the same thing applied to Alex Drake. She was shot in 2008 and ended up back in 1981. And the same characters that was in Ashes to Ashes, the same characters in Life on Mars appeared in Ashes to Ashes, especially Gene Hunt, who was the star of the show, and he was in both. And this is his Audi Quattro that we are looking at today. Okay, that's a brief background of the television series. This is the item in front of us, and this is the box it comes in. And it says Ashes to Ashes Quattro at the top, and there is an image of the actual vehicle from the TV series. And it says Fire Up the Quattro, and you've got an image of Gene Hunt sitting on the bonnet of his Audi Quattro, and it says DCI Gene Hunt's Audi Quattro, and you've got the Corgi logo at the bottom. Okay, so that's the front of the box. I'm just going to spin the box around. And let's see what we got on the back. So it says Ashes to Ashes DCI Gene Hunt's Audi Quattro, and there's Detective Chief Inspector Gene Hunt photograph there. Now there's police service memo here, which is very difficult to read. The handwriting is not great. It says great cop shows need great cars, and they don't come any greater than Gene Hunt's Audi Quattro. A smoothing 5-cylinder turbocharged 4-wheel drive beast of a machine that ensured the gear could catch any scumbag anywhere, because in real world conditions the Quattro was then simply the fastest on the planet. Okay, well, handwriting is awful, very difficult to read, but hey ho, there we go. And it is a 1/43 scale, and you've got the Corgi logo at the bottom. Just turn the box to the side, and it says Ashes to Ashes Quattro DCI Gene Hunt's Audi Quattro, Corgi number CC02701, Corgi logo, and the 1/43 scale at the top. And if we go over to the other side, yep, exactly the same. Ashes to Ashes Quattro, 1/43 scale, DCI Gene Hunt's Audi Quattro, CC02701, and the Corgi logo. And if I just go to the bottom, it's got all the information, relevant information: remove blister before recycling, a Hornby product, and Hornby details, copyright information, not suitable for children under 14 years of age, barcode, Audi logos, Corgi logos, BBC logos, and the Kudos logo. Okay, so that is the item in the box. Let's now open the box, take it out, and have a good look at the vehicle itself. Okay, so I've removed the model from the box, and this is what we've got. So we've got the model on the plinth, and unfortunately I can't take it off. It is completely bolted onto the bottom there. You do have to unscrew those and lift it. In actual fact, I'm just going to find a screwdriver and I'm going to remove it so we can have a good proper look at this item. Okay, so I have unbolted it and I've removed the model. You can see there's holes there which hold on the item, and you can actually unscrew that there and take that off, because obviously it's not gonna dry very well. In actual fact, let's just do that so that we can have a better look at the actual item itself without the restrictions of not being able to move it. So there we go. So that is off, and there we have the model itself. Okay, so there we are, and it's sitting there on the plinth, display plinth, which is phenomenal. Actually, I think the plinth is great because it sets the scene for the television program, the old 1980s style flats. Okay, so let's have a look at the vehicle. So it is a 143 scale. On the bottom it's got Audi Quattro. I can't quite make out what that says there. It looks like Vanguard or something on the bottom there. I can't quite make out what that says. But anyway, so it was a 143 scale. You can see you've got the Audi ring logos on the side there. And again the Audi logo at the front there. Registration number JLY751V as it appeared in the TV series, and again the Audi rings at the bottom there, and again the registration at the back. I mean, this is a very, very detailed model. It is beautiful in actual fact. So it's a black plastic bottom with a die-cast metal top. Again, it's got Quattro on the window there. You can just see that. So let's measure it and see what the size is. So we are looking at a length of 10 centimeters. Not a bad size. The widest point across the back of the wheels, we're looking at 4 centimeters wide. And height wise, bottom of the tire to top of the roof, we're looking at 3 centimeters. So that gives you an idea of the size. Obviously it's got black interior, as you can see. You can just about see inside. You can see the steering wheel and so on. The wipers on the front of the bonnet there, and the 2 wing mirrors. The front headlights, the black grille, and the black grille at the back with the registration number, and the turbo exhaust pipes at the back, the twin turbo exhaust pipes. So that is the model. There's no great functionality on these models because these are adult models for 14 and up people, not for children. They are for adults. So the only functionality on these cars is it's got 3 rolling wheels, so it just moves basically, and you can hear and see the wheels going around. But that is the only functionality of it. But other than that, it is a beautiful display model from a time gone by, 1981 model vehicle. Yeah, a very, very nice display item. Yeah, a really, really nice model that is. Okay, so how well did these do? Well, like any Corgi models, they've done reasonably well. The only sad thing about these was that, again, because they were for adults, the volumes wasn't there. So the adult collectors would buy them, put them on display. Unlike the vehicles that were bought for children, which were mass produced, these particular ones wasn't produced in such big quantities. But like anything Corgi, yep, they sold a fair decent amount of them, but obviously not as many as what you would expect if it was a toy for children to play with. So yeah, good sales, but could have been more. However, now finding these models now, what are we talking about, from 2000 and was it 2011? It was from 2011, yes. So we're talking 13 years on. They're now becoming quite difficult to find, especially in this mint unused condition, unopened condition. Well, I'll say unopened. It wasn't open until I opened it. But in this mint condition, untouched really, very, very difficult to find. You can pick the odd one up on the platforms, but they're usually out of the box, or they're in the box, but they don't have the plimps that's holding them into position. So yeah, they do appear from time to time, but in this mint condition, they're very difficult now to find. But as usual, we at Midas Touch have managed to find a few, and they're currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website, where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Corgi items, and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive that you won't want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you're looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky that you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. And believe me when I say we have got some amazing stuff coming through in the near future. Our team are working tirelessly behind the scenes to get them items ready for upload onto the website and for videos to be shot. So keep watching. You will not be disappointed, because there's some really awesome stuff coming soon. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.